What is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode. And friends, well, heck, we're getting close to the final episode of the 2022 Canvas Print Shootout. Now, if this is your first show that you're watching here, or episode on the Canvas Print Shootout, let me get you up to speed as far as, well, heck, what you're about to watch right here. Now, this is our fourth year of doing these Canvas Print Shootouts, and basically what they are is an answer to you going to Google and typing in best canvas print and finding a number of sites out there that are just listing kind of random lists of the best canvas prints that they're saying, but they've never even touched the print. A lot of these companies kind of regurgitate marketing material from the respected print companies or the canvas print companies, and then they serve it to you on a platter saying, hey, well, this so-and-so is the best canvas print, so-and-so is the next best in line, and they never even touched a canvas print from any of these companies. So what we do here is our response, our answer to that, allowing you, the consumer, a more fair opportunity of legitimately getting a better understanding as far as if you order a print from a particular brand, what can you expect your dollar is going to get you. Now, along the way, I'm going to break down everything from packaging, the quality of the canvas print, the canvas print itself, which I think I just said that, the frame, the staple frequency, literally A to Z. I'm going to pick and pull everything that I like, dislike. You may agree, heck, you may not. But at the end of the day, if you decide to go out there and buy a print from whatever particular company that I'm reviewing, you have a better understanding of what to get or what you're going to be getting ahead of time. So kind of we act as your crystal ball to some degree. Now, one thing I do want to point out, for the last 2 years, rather than doing one big large video that had 7 or 12 companies in there that we were reviewing at one go, we took some of the feedback from you folks saying it was too long. Yeah, go figure. The last one with 12 companies we were reviewing was nearly 2 hours long. That was a beast. Heck, I won't even go back and sit down in a single go and watch a 2-hour video on YouTube. No, it's not going to happen. But so anyways, we listened to your feedback, appreciate that. And what we've done is we've created small little bite-sized, little easy to digest videos. So each of these videos, so for example, this is Pictorem. So in this particular video, you're going to be watching is only going to be, I'm guessing they're usually between 12 and 15 minutes long. So that's much more manageable. And then at the end of the day, look, if you want to explore other canvas prints, you can go down below in the description below, and well, we're going to list all the other companies that we reviewed for that particular year. And depending upon when you watch this, you will see the video or a link to a video where we're actually crowning the winner of that particular year, in this case 2022. That said, my friends, heck, let's crack this sucker open and see. Now these guys, I am excited to see how this, find my knife here, I'm excited to see how these guys did this year. Last year was the first year that we reviewed these, or this company here, and their print was pretty stinking good. Now, it didn't win last year. There was a couple little things that just kind of stood out a little bit that didn't present itself as nice as another company out there, but they had a pretty stinking solid print. Again, this is Pictorem, so let's figure out how to crack this box open. So, one thing I was thinking about as I was getting the lights, cameras, action all ready to go here today. Wow, it's hard to believe. I think this is the last, or we have one more company. I have to check down in my trusty mail pile, but I think we are getting close to crowning a winner, which is pretty stinking amazing. Then after this, we have the metal prints coming up. We thought this was exciting. Okay. One thing I'm noticing here, I could have sworn last year they had a little different packaging, and this right here, just there's really no frills. It's just kind of wrapped up in a box, which I can't remember, but I remember going back, I remember they scored high, and packaging, I just kind of expected a little bit more from these guys. But one thing I do like to see that makes up for that kind of no-thrill box or shipping box is this is wrapped up in really nice in bubble wrap. Whereas most companies will throw in my paperwork, these guys have it taped in a Ziploc. I'm sure that's really loud. This is pretty cool. So they have it stuck in a Ziploc bag, and I feel here's something jingling around in there. That's nice. It's a nice touch. So I'm guessing we have some mounting hardware in here. Okay. Okay, so they have included, so this is the thing that I like to see. Okay, a nice, decent size cleat and a trusty nail. So simple, but very effective, but it's nice that they were considerate enough to include that in there. Okay, so going back to this, this is really well wrapped up here. Okay, let's... Okay, I'm not going to use the knife because I'm probably going to zip something I don't want to zip. But we are, while making small chit chat here while I'm getting this thing out, it is also hard to believe that, wow, we are midway through September. Wow. October's going to be here soon, and of course, if any of you have little kids, that's like with Halloween, that is the start of the entire holiday season. Okay, so going back to this, yeah, they really wrap the heck out of it in bubble wrap. I don't think, come to think about it, I think they're the only company this season that actually wrapped or took the care and wrapped it up as much as they did. Okay. Wow, that's actually pretty darn good. Okay, so if this is your first video of the season that you're watching here, let me get up to speed. This is not an image that I took. I licensed this image because I was looking for a image with some nice dark, larger dark colors, larger area with a solid color. If a company has kind of wacky ink or printers that is not clean, you'll get some banding or some wackiness taking place. I liked all the water drops in this particular image because it gave you kind of a reference point of sharpness and all that other fun stuff. And for the most part, this... Oh, I thought I had turned my ringer off. Apparently I didn't. Okay, so for the most part, this looks really good. The colors look absolutely phenomenal. Oh, but you know what? I'm noticing... Oh, no, never mind. That's my fingernail. Okay. I saw some lines there, but that was from my fingernail. The corners look absolutely fantastic. Again, I'm picking these things apart probably a lot more than you, but the importance to that is, yeah, these corners look really good. The importance why I picked this apart, many of you are professional photographers that may be drop shipping something like this to a client. Now, as I've said in many videos before, whatever is sent now becomes an extension of who you are as a professional. So if you go sending something out and unknown to you, that particular print kind of looks like ass. Well, as that client is opening it up, they don't see this print coming from whatever company it did. They see it coming from you. So as a result, it kind of cheapens your brand a little bit. So hence the reason, you know, and consumers will nitpick the heck out of something. Now, granted, once a print goes up on the wall, the only thing that really matters is the front. But there are a few mechanics or a few things that go into what will impact the print as it ages. One of them happens to be staple frequency, or how tight the canvas is, and that relates to the staple frequency. So as the canvas print ages, if you don't have enough staples in there, that's going to kind of slowly stretch that canvas, and a once tight canvas, as this one is, could become a little bit more well, not tight. And so a few things that really I like what I see here on this particular canvas right here is most companies, they'll have the little nubby things on the bottom, and that's nice for when you put it up against, and that keeps the bottom off the wall a little bit. These guys actually put 4 on there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is there one right there? I think there's 12 there. Okay, so for the most part, the back of this looks pretty good. There's a little bit excess material back here. I'm not going to get too worked up about it because it is in the back, but it is nice to see things kind of buttoned up. And what I'm looking at right now, folks, is the corners. So another thing that you want to see a good mitered corners, and I can tell you right now the wood stock that these guys use right here is actually pretty smooth. It's a decent frame that they use. Now there is no center bracing here, which regardless of the size, I like to see as much bracing as possible. Mounting hardware is pretty nice. So you can see they're using, you have these little square bits here, and it looks really well put into place. Now, one thing I do want to take a look at here is, see if the mounting hardware is plumb. Because, yeah, that's what I just thought. Okay. 4 inches. Okay, so as I was looking at this here, I'm like, okay, something's off a little bit here. So this is 4 inches, and this is 3 3/4 inches. So this is down quite, not quite a bit, it's a 1/4 inch, but still, it's noticeable right here. And granted, that's not really going to make much of a difference because when you get this up on there, you just kind of shimmy that around as you need it. But still, we're talking about details here. So the mounting hardware was off a bit. Color, as I mentioned, the color is pretty good on this. Actually, I think my greens feel a little bit. My greens feel just off, just a tad with this here. But the rest of the colors, as I mentioned a moment ago, because in the back of my head, I'm like, something's off with this here. And I almost feel the greens are just a tad bit off. The rest of the colors are phenomenal. Photo's super sharp. The corners, these guys hit a home run. Yeah. Let's take a look at the scorecard. All right, friends, and there you go, the 2022 Pictorem. I don't know why I just treated it like a drum, but anyways, their Canvas Print Shootout review. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you want to take a look at some of the other companies that we have reviewed so far this year, go down below in the description, and also depending upon when you're going down there, you may also see a link to the video where we're crowning the winner of 2022, and then you'll also see within that video we'll have kind of a placement chart of where everybody fell this year. But this has been an exciting year. Pictorem, I really had high expectations, and these guys really, they did a great job just as they did last year. Now, it's that time of the video where, friends, I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff that is oh so valuable to the channel. So please considering hitting that like, subscribe, and bell notification. And yeah, that is it. So I'm going to be turning off my cameras, and I'm going to look forward to seeing you during our next well, if we have one more, or it may be the winner of this. But either way, hey, thanks for swinging by here today. Look forward to seeing you guys again. So you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.